Stop number 2 of the World Surf League Championship Tour. All eyes on Winky Pop for the best women athletes in the world. Kicking off the seeding round, Lakey Peterson will have Nikki Van Dijk and Paige Hareb in this first matchup. Paige Hareb representing New Zealand, ready to fight here at Winky Pop. During the break, Lakey got the opening ride.
Yeah, Lakey Peterson, just that speed that she was carrying all the way through the inside there. Really good score though, Joe. Unfortunately falling at the end, which will hurt that score as it comes through. Paige Hareb on the backhand to the wave, a little bit more difficult. But these surfers are so good, it doesn't really matter. Nikki Van Dijk as well.
As you look at Paige Hareb, who's been coming to Bells for a very long time. She showed up on finals day as a rookie when she got a quarterfinal result in her first ever strike at the Bells Bowl. Hareb weaving that backhand through this inside corner. Nice hack off the top and just kept her board moving to finish. Lives right up the hill, and they spent a lot of time surfing right here at Winky Pop. This was Paige on her last one.
Yeah, you know, Paige looking for more of those smaller waves, which I think generally, with the swell the way it is today, Joe, kind of hits the reef a little bit better.
One before that. That'll be her best score so far. Here comes Nikki Van Dijk. Nice clean read off that front side wrapping turn. Very calculated in her approach.
It really did slow down for her and offered her a lot of scoring potential. Nikki Van Dijk, a little bit bigger wave, and you can see how it's quite sectiony, so she's kind of chasing those sections. Absolutely, and it's also being on the right wave as well. You know, a lot of the time we see that first priority doesn't necessarily get the best wave.
Lakey now with another opportunity. She'll flow through that first section, setting up that body torque wrap. Vertical over the whitewater. Hard off the bottom and crushes the finish. Such a great read for Peterson, who draws a lot of comparisons from Santa Barbara, California to the coastline.
And then Lakey Peterson on a bigger one. Nice big drawn out sort of wrap there from Lakey. Milking it through the inside. I can see that back foot right on the tail pad. And produces a nice little turn at the end. So a good series of turns here from Lakey Peterson. Laying that board over on the rail. Upper body starts to pivot now. You can see eyeing out that section. Snaps it.
Now this one continues. Nikki Van Dijk picking away with some size. Chunky whitewater section. She'll hack her way through. Nice clean rail work from Van Dijk. The Victorian jams it vertically. Extended climb and sits on the landing.
This young lady is what we call a wave magnet, Joe. She tends to get the good waves in a heat. Never really seems to struggle with wave count.
Performance. Wave magnet on lock, getting the set wave.
Yeah, well, that's what she does. You know, most Victorians really have got a good affiliation with the ocean, especially down here at Bells Beach and Winky Pop. And you can see her just drawing out those turns, nice and clean, not rushing it, taking her time and finishing strong. So Nikki Van Dijk about to lock in her best score. A critical takeoff and then straight into that first maneuver. So showing the judges control. And I think she's narrowed her stance as well. I think last year a little bit wider on her stance, where her feet go on the board. I think this year that she's narrowed that up a little bit. Beautiful turn there from Nikki. And just read this wave perfectly, Joe. You can see this first couple of waves, you don't really want to crank it up too much. You want to make sure you get a couple of completions.
Peterson ready to answer. Just a setup snap. She's out. 27 on the clock in this opening heat in the seeding round for the top 17. More waves on the way. Nikki Van Dijk with the lead. Will drive into this one. Ton of speed. Carving through the lip, but she can't hang on. Love the momentum she carried out of the gates. Unfortunately lost the handle. She had about 4 years off when she fell off the tour, but she never gave up. Requalified with a QS win last season. As we'll watch Lakey Peterson driving hard with that front side carve. Great start for Lakey. End section approaching quickly.
A wave selection out here, very, very important, and we can see Lakey on a good one. Building that speed, taking her time into that first turn. Very important to connect nicely with it. She does. You can see her keeping that board moving rail to rail, keeping those fins nice and free, and that's going to give her a good finishing turn. You can see her just pumping and weaving, and then connects nicely with that lip. Beautiful turn there from Lakey Peterson.
Surfer from New Zealand, Paige Hareb, picking the wrong wave. 3.67 was her wave before. Lakey, though, is putting pressure on Paige by improving her top two now. 12:30 remaining.
Patient. She caught a wave before, which gave Nikki priority, and now Nikki's on the bomb. So even though that one closed out, that could have been something as we see Paige up and riding.
Hareb, first turn through that whitewater section. Hits it through the whitewater again. Checks it off the lip real quick. Carving through this inside corner, Paige will fit one last turn in and end up incomplete. Needing an 8.17 to take Lakey's spot in second.
Wave selection, obviously, again, Paige had priority, so she caught a smaller wave. Nice opening maneuver. And again, just that very similar turn. So she gets stuck in this rhythm of trying to do too much on the wave, if you know what I mean, Joe. I think she can maybe find a bigger wave, even if it's shorter, try and fit two big turns in, making them a bit more dynamic. The judges are prepared to throw big scores at radical maneuvers. The more you put yourself in that scenario, the better you're going to be able to deal with that kind of pressure. So it's living and learning. You know, you never ever get it right.
A constant growth period as we look at 40 seconds. Paige up and out. She's realizing she's starting to run out of time. She was picked up as a young grommet to have a huge future, and she backed it up.
That she did. She had a wave in the top 5 at the Gold Coast, the Boost Mobile Pro. And again here, taking out Lakey Peterson in the first round.
Running out of time. These waves coming in just a little bit too late. It'll be Nikki Van Dijk with a win. Lakey Peterson in second. They'll move into the third round of competition. Paige Hareb's going to have to deal with the elimination round.